A couple gets into their BMW Isetta through the front door. It was 1950. The canopy glass of the Messerschmitt Bf 109 fighter had a thickness of between 4 to 12 millimeters. Crossroads Baker, showing the white surface crack under the ships, and the top of the hollow spray column protruding through the hemispherical Wilson cloud. Bikini Island Beach is in the background. A Victorian couple is riding a tandem bicycle during the 1890s. The Autoped was an early motor scooter. It was manufactured by the Autoped Company of Long Island City, New York, from 1915 to 1922. This is a description of a macabre hat that belonged to a traveling dentist in London in the early 19th century. North Dakota, buried under snow, 1966. Impetigo, which is rare now, was a common bacterial infection in the 19th century. This photo was in an English textbook about skin disorders from 1865. A battle-weary soldier from George S. Patton's Third Army sleeps on the luxurious bed where Hermann Goering once slept. Salvador Dali painting The Face of War, 1940. Fifth Avenue. All right, let's see. A horse checking into a hotel in 1931. Katherine Johnson was an African-American mathematician whose work was fundamental at NASA. Emmeline Parkhurst, a suffragette, gets arrested outside of Buckingham Palace in 1914. Central Park, New York City, 1933. Charlie Chaplin is interviewing a young vaudeville actor to co-star with him in The Kid. This is in Los Angeles in 1920. Children are getting ready for the goat cart races, a charming look at unique pastimes. 1928. (1920) London Christmas Parade. Craniofacial injury, a French soldier with a wounded forehead before plastic surgery. The photograph was taken in 1915. A Japanese family is returning home to Seattle, Washington, from a relocation center camp in Hunt, Idaho, on May 10, 1945. Kids are playing on piled-up mattresses. This is England, 1981. A floating hospital gives care to children who have tuberculosis, and it provides treatment in a unique maritime setting. 1922. This photo from 1958 shows a prisoner. He's being used to test safety nets. They were being tested before they were mass-produced for the public. Gummy syphilis with ulceration and necrosis of the frontal bone. This image is from A Practical Treatise of Diseases of the Skin by John Vi Shoemaker from 1890. "30 Audi factory workers are demonstrating the power of the DKW F7 model. "1910. A person from the Native American Koskimo tribe is standing in a full-body fur garment with oversized gloves and a hammy mask during a traditional ceremony. A United States soldier is looking at a solid gold statue. It was part of Hermann Göring's private loot, and it was found by the 7th United States Army in a mountainside cave near Schönau am Königssee, Germany, on May 25, 1945. A grinning child is holding a kitten. It's 1939. A group of well-dressed individuals is crossing the suspension bridge over Capilano Canyon, showing early tourism in Vancouver, Canada, in 1905. A police officer restrains a demonstrator on the San Francisco State campus on December 3, 1968, amidst a violent protest. The protest called for wider ethnic representation in both courses offered and faculty hired. Tom Jones celebrates his birthday with friends and fans, capturing a lively moment in the singer's life. 1974. The aerocycle was for beginners. It was supposed to be steerable just by shifting your weight in the 1950s. This escape chute from a 1943 fire drill was basically another version of a fire escape. Escaping a fire looks way more fun this way. A teenager enjoys an Elvis Presley concert at the Philadelphia Arena, capturing the excitement of 1950s rock and roll culture. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, April 6, 1957. The Mercury Streamliner train ran in the United States during the 1930s. It was used for mail and passengers traveling between Chicago and Detroit. A line of motor taxis waits at a cab rank. This marks the rise of modern transportation in Knightsbridge, London, in 1907. A boy with congenital syphilis around 1880. A Ku Klux Klan child and a Black State Trooper meet each other, 1992. In Amsterdam, Holland, in 1953, a milkman was seen peddling his dairy products, providing fresh milk and other essentials to the community. Women, wearing long dresses, are holding small barbells during a gym class. This is at Michigan State Normal College, now Eastern Michigan University, in Ypsilanti, Michigan, around 1905. 1909 to 1912, Chinatown, street scene, Doyers Street buildings decorated with American flags. It's about greasers in New York City during the 1950s. A man watches intently as moonshine is poured down a drain. His expression hints at unspoken thoughts about the loss. This is in Minneapolis, Minnesota, in 1940. 1929. A little girl hands lilies to a police officer on duty at the Porte Saint-Denis in Paris. Anna Lee Daniels, with a photo by Joan Mealy for Life magazine around the 1940s. A view of Giza and the Great Pyramids, 1904. It's a Halloween party at the beach in 1920. American troops are treating a wounded dog on Orot Peninsula, 1944. Two girls, they're on the south coast of England, looking out toward the beach. They're looking through a barbed wire fence. It was built as part of Britain's coastal defenses. It was 1940. All right, a Bowery bootblack in New York City. GE turbine plant, Schenectady, New York, 1940. Three athletes are competing in the marathon during the first modern Olympic Games in Athens, 1896. So, there were Soviet soldiers, and they were learning how to milk a cow. This happened during the 1940s. Mick Jagger hangs out with Andy Warhol in New York City. Those competitors lined up while participating in 1928's beauty contest. A mailbox is attached to a German tram. The postman is emptying the mailbox. This is in Berlin in 1920. There's a pyramid of World War I German helmets at Grand Central from 1919. Four firefighters are resting on a muddy embankment after battling an early morning house fire in Burien, Washington in 1975. Montreal playgrounds were on another level then, in the 1950s. Sean Connery before he was James Bond, competing in the Mr. Universe pageant in 1953. A British blacksmith is removing the leg irons off a slave in 1907 off the coast of Mozambique. Marilyn Monroe is seductively applying Chanel No. 5, New York, 1955. Bloodletting by venesection from the 1860s. A nun is dancing with children. This happened in 1964. One of the earliest designs for roller skates. A V-shaped bed, invented in 1932, supports the body perfectly at every point and, thus, promotes better rest. Salvador Dali with his pet ocelot, Babu, in 1965. There's a girl. She's with two giant kitties. A reporter and a construction worker are balancing on the beams of the Wrigley building while it's being built. It's showing off Chicago's iconic architecture in progress. This is in Chicago, Illinois, around 1920. The flight engineer, aboard a United States Air Force Convair B-36B Peacemaker, is working at his station. He's surrounded by a complex array of controls, and there's a packet of cigarettes close by. The year is 1949. James D. Watson and Francis Crick are posing with their double helix model. This model visualized the structure of DNA, and it changed science forever, back in 1953. The female hockey team known as the Edmonton Swastikas in Canada in 1916. Miners work underground in the Kennedy mine in Jackson, California. Mr. Larkin lowers himself from a rope to clean the face of Big Ben, the famous clock on the Houses of Parliament, on the 4th of March, 1930. Each of the president's eyes on Mount Rushmore was carefully hand-carved, reflecting the detailed craftsmanship required for this monumental sculpture. South Dakota, 1930s. Workers are repainting the Eiffel Tower, showing the dedication to maintaining this iconic Paris landmark. 1932. Two women are roller skating with a sail, showcasing an adventurous twist on outdoor recreation. 1923. All right, here's the deal. There's a picture of some kids reading the children's page from a Missouri newspaper. The year was 1938. The boys at Leighton Buzzard School are using a device weighted with sacks to practice their rugby tackling skills. This was on the 16th of October, 1933. Craniofacial injury. A French soldier has a wound to the bridge of his nose and one eye closed before plastic surgery. This was photographed in 1915. A railway gun prepares for the invasion on Poland, September 1939. A bride steps out of her recently bombed home to attend her wedding. It's a symbol of resilience during the London Blitz. This was in London, November 4th, 1940. It's a crossroads in Pratt, Kansas, USA from 1911. Jones Beach in Nassau County sparkles with gals wearing the latest swimsuit styles, 1939. The first portable milk bar at Waterloo Station, 1930s.